Joint with somebody in the studio.
Flip the burp.
Yeah, they had him burp and he flipped. Oh, you saw it? Yeah.
I remember when Juicy J did that with Fart
Oh nah.
on the show.
Yo, Juicy J is the one nigga flipping farts in the studio.
Oh, shit.
Hey, welcome, shedTAKU. I'm Malik Kwesi,
I'm Ja Trigg.
and we're gonna talk about some anime manga shit.
Definitely. We're gonna get into some recaps. Definitely some new anime reviews and everything. So should be excited. Another episode of shedTAKU. Taku. So what you want to start with? You want to go down the list as far as how they come out during the week, or you just want to kind of go around all over the place? How you want to do it?
Yeah, let's start with a little bit of order.
Okay.
A little bit of order.
Black Clover will be first up then. That's Monday. Coming out on Monday. The anime.
Mm-hmm.
You watched that episode, right?
So yeah, I'm fully caught up at this point.
Okay.
I've been waiting.
I talked to you last time. You wasn't caught up.
I wasn't caught up. But I'm caught up.
Okay.
And yo,
How you feeling?
yo,
Because I've been saying this from the beginning since
Yo.
they dropped. What was it? November?
it was lit.
November of I
It was
think last
very
year.
lit. It was very lit.
Okay,
Like
okay.
the fight between Asta and Cuz from the Diamond Kingdom. Like
Okay.
that's the one joint I was super hyped for. I forget. Yeah, I forgot his name. It starts with an F or something or M.
Might be
Whatever.
L. Ladros or something like that.
I think you're right. But that fight was insane. That is like the animation for that joint. That joint was wild. Like,
When
it
I saw-
reminded
when
me
I
a
saw
little bit
that-
of, like
Go
what
ahead.
was
Go
the
ahead.
the Naruto versus Pain in the Kyuubi mode.
Okay.
Like, similar
Interesting,
animation, like it was super
interesting.
fluid,
That's
like
interesting.
designs were like super basic because like they kind of have to do. You can't like add many
Imagine
details
it,
during
yeah.
like those type of fight
Yeah.
scenes, but it was wild. That joint was lit.
Okay, so when I saw that, I wanted to ask you how you felt about that because it was like a mixture between the animation, like it was CG, some of it, some parts of it, and then you got the regular animation. So it was like it reminded me of Dragon Ball Super, the last few like episodes where Goku and Frieza were fighting Jiren. And it was a lot of those fireball scenes and
Yeah.
Goku and Jiren in the air like flying around and just
I don't know.
the panning of the camera, like I
don't
felt
know
like
if
it looked
that's
like that.
CG. I don't know if that's CG. I think they be using like Cinema 4D for that.
Okay.
To get
For
that
look?
like rendered effect.
Okay.
Yeah, I
okay.
think they be using Cinema 4D.
So is that the same thing that they use for Black Clover as well too for that scene?
Yeah, I think that's been like the wave for like animation recently because
I'm hip.
they're starting to like they're trying to like infuse animation with live action a lot lately. We're just like you see it all in the movies. that
Yeah, I
are
was gonna say that
coming
because
out
they do that
lately,
in the movies.
stuff like that. So like I feel like in anime they're doing that a lot with like Cinema 4D.
I'm still trying to get used to that mixture. Like
It's
sometimes it throw me off, but
Yeah.
it was cool. They did that one pretty well, especially it being an episode 2. So yeah, I agree with that. That was good animation. That was good. Water Temple was like the closest to that so far. So we'll see. There's plenty more fights to come. So what you think about the witch?
Yo, she's a cruel joint.
I think she's
cruel.
tough though.
She's
Like,
tough. She's tough, but she's
tough.
sick in the head. Bro. I love it though. I love it though. I
mean-
love it though. But she was just like part of me feels like that was like her intent the whole time with Vanessa, and the other part of me is just like,
As far as what?
as far as Vanessa getting her being able to control fate.
Yeah.
I felt like that was partially her intent, but I don't feel like that was her initial intent. I just feel like that was a byproduct.
Okay.
Because I
Because
legit
she's
feel like she just wanted to fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
But like having that happen, like essentially her prior goal to when she was like when Vanessa was still a kid, like she achieved that in doing that.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that kind of makes sense because she did have that motive to gain the sword too from
Yeah.
Asta. So.
yeah, she wild. And she knows a lot too.
Yeah,
That's something
that's
I've
the
been
thing. And
peeping. Like
she pulled out his power. So,
people know there are people in like the story that know about that demon, that
That's
anti-magic
it.
joint.
Well,
So I'm like,
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. All right, how old are y'all? One. And
Well, you
two,
know she's old because they showed Yami
Yeah.
come to that same place, that
Yeah.
same forest way back when.
And she looks the same.
Yeah, he looks a lot younger too.
and she looks the same.
But that leads into a story plot development, which you're saying with them knowing a lot and just being able to be vague with it.
Yeah.
They're not really saying
They're
too
not
much.
telling us. They're not
so
telling
it's like
us.
they're letting it unfold. That's another thing that I like about Black Clover and what it's doing is like the storytelling and how it's vague. They're not giving up too much, but
No flashbacks.
yeah, that's true. I haven't seen any flashbacks,
No flashbacks.
but they may get into it as they get on to the series,
Yeah.
and they'll go back and
Probably.
reiterate some things that we are still questioning. But
We'll see.
I like where it's going. The character development as well too, like how their powers and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody's
it seems
growing
quick,
at the
it
same
seems
rate.
quick, but they're growing at the same rate.
Yeah.
But the story kind of compensates for it, like as far as like
Like it's not ain't nobody out here with broken abilities.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
nothing. Like everybody gets their ass beat and they put in work equally. So like that's one thing I definitely like about
I thought it was gonna be good.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be good. It being from Naruto and Bleach writers and creators, so
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
It's lit. It's lit.
Yeah, that's pretty much for that episode. I think. I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't too much. We just gotta wait and
was just
see.
a lot
Like
of
it's
action.
more. Yeah, it's wait more to unfold. I just like how it was drawn, how it was animated, especially the queen. How she was drawn and how it was animated. Like,
Hard.
definitely.
Boy.
Yeah, that's. I think we covered everything for that episode.
Yeah. Shoot. What else?
What else we have for this week? That
Reincarnated as a slime.
yes.
So like I feel like low key this joint is becoming like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's really like developing. Like it reminds me a little bit of I don't know if you ever watched Sword Art Online.
No, I keep seeing it. I keep scrolling past that. Something be telling me to watch it. but I
Season
just
one
like,
is the only season worth watching. I would
Okay.
say that.
Okay.
Everything else is trash.
How many episodes?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember. It's a good amount though.
Okay.
It's a good amount. It's a
Okay.
good watch. Something to binge on the weekend or something. But yeah, it reminded me of that like when it first started out because it was just like, all right, you're sucked inside this world. I wasn't sure necessarily if it was a game or not, but I was just
For
like,
Reincarnated.
yeah, because I was just like, all right, if he's dead, then he's not coming back. So
Yeah.
like that's the only
It
difference.
did start a little weird.
Yeah, that was the only difference. But like seeing how, like I feel like he naturally acclimated to the world. Like there wasn't like a super long transition between him dying and becoming a slime, and like him trying to figure stuff out. Like that happened relatively fast. Like he gained control of
I
his
feel
powers.
like because all that time he spent in the cave,
Yeah.
and then learning those abilities and that I forgot
The
what it's
dragon.
called, the joint that he talks to, the little
Sage.
yeah,
The
yeah.
Sage joint,
Mhm.
yeah.
So I feel like that helps a lot too in that process.
Oh yeah, for sure. But all right, we gonna see what's up with this war going on. Like they're starting to build up this war.
It reminds
like,
me of
with
a
the
board
orcs.
game, like
Yeah.
some Dungeons and Dragons,
Legit.
or like just the
Legit.
way they're moving. Like I don't know, I like it though. I like
It's
it. I like what's
interesting. It's interesting. And it's just like part of me feels like, okay, he can like one shot anybody. Like part of me
I'm
feels
waiting
like
to see where
that.
you going with it.
Part of me feels like he can just like one shot anybody and get them out the way.
Mhm.
So like with this Orc Lord, like
You want to see what's going
I
on.
want to see what's up with that. I want to see what's up with
I think
that.
that's gonna be everyone's thing because like
Yeah.
that's how they've been building it up. Like you just out here just slaying everyone like so easily.
Yeah.
So where's the threat? Where's the opposing force to make this anime? You know,
Right. He
that
reminds me of
exciting?
Saitama, bro.
But that leads me to that guy that they showed with the wine glass and the
Oh, them
and
demon dudes.
nah, the one that was in the suit. All right, so remember the
They're from
demon
the
dudes?
demon dudes,
Yeah,
right?
nah, the demon dudes that ran off
Yeah.
after they got chased off by the Dryad or whatever the little
Dryad?
fairy-
Yeah.
After they got chased off by her, they he was talking about being scared of a guy, and then they showed a guy in a suit, and
Yeah.
he had a glass in his hand with wine in it.
I think he's with the demon clan.
With that,
I think that's his boss. I think that's the same
That's
dude.
the Majin probably for him. You think?
No, I think that's the same dude who had taken Shorty and put Ifrit in her.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think that's the same dude.
Okay.
I think that's the
so
same
that's
dude.
the guy I'm wanting to see because I
Yeah.
feel like he's gonna pose a threat to.
Oh, yeah.
Rinuru.
I feel like he's the big
Big-
boss.
yeah,
He's the
okay.
big boss.
But there's another guy too in the intro that he fights with a sword.
I think that's her student. Remember she was talking about she taught like a whole bunch of mages and stuff
Okay.
like that? I feel
Okay.
like that's one of her students. But
Interesting.
we'll see.
But I definitely like the episode. Animation is good on that one as well too. I notice how they do their colors. Their colors are a bit like saturated. They don't give like a. They're not very vibrant, and their lines are very thin. So it makes their animation look a lot better and clean. Like it's sharp, it's fluent. So I like that, especially like Gabaru when he was fighting the lizard.
Yeah.
When he was fighting, I like that animation scene, like how they was.
Yo, he's a
that
troll.
yeah,
Like he's a troll character.
But I feel like he
he's
could
funny.
be tough if he wants to be serious and like take away his pride.
You know who he reminds me of on the low? He's like Cool Bar.
Hell yeah.
He's like Cool Bar, bro.
He's a cool bar, yeah.
He's like
I can
Cool
definitely
Bar.
see that. But I like where it's going. The character development is nice. Speaking of which, Sui, I like him.
He's
Sui,
nice.
I feel like he's gonna play an important role. As this continues on this anime.
Ranga is still my man's.
Ranga is tough.
Ranga just
tough.
be.
He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there. That's his man. That's Ryu's man. That's Pikachu.
Yeah, for real.
For real. So like he's good. But Sui, I feel like Sui is gonna be somebody because like he's the only one that I felt that they showed more of his abilities.
Yeah.
Versus everyone else, and they showed like verse abilities from him. So it's just like, why are they doing this? Are they trying to make like a build up for him
before they kill him?
Yeah. So I don't
before
know.
they kill him off.
I don't know. I don't think he's going. He might.
That's how they be doing it, bro. They make you love him.
He might die.
They make you love him.
He might die, but I don't know. I feel like he's gonna be important though.
Yeah, he'll be tight.
Him and that the girl,
Shorty.
the cemetery. I feel like those two are gonna be important.
She'll be nice.
But yeah, I mean, it's still new, it's still fresh, so it's not really too much with that anime.
It's only what, like 13 episodes?
Yeah, just about. And they really just started getting into everything because it took a long time building up the village and everything. So let us know whatever y'all watching. Give your take and reviews. Feel free, but
put us on.